Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Only two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. I have no special talent, I'm only passionately curious. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. Try not to become a man of success, but rather, try to become a man of value. If people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. A table, a chair, a bowl of fruit, and a violin. What else does a man need to be happy? The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. All that is valuable in human society depends upon the opportunity for development accorded the individual. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Memory is deceptive because it is colored by today's events. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong. It is character. Only one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. We still do not know 1,000th of 1% of what nature has revealed to us. It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. Without deep reflection, one knows from daily life that one exists for other people. The distinction between the past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is comprehensible. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. I think and think for months and years. 99 times the conclusion is false, the 100th time I am right. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. I do not believe in immortality of the individual, and I consider ethics to be an exclusively human concern with no superhuman authority behind it. As far as I'm concerned, I prefer silent vice to ostentatious virtue. Confusion of goals and perfection of means seems, in my opinion, to characterize our age. An empty stomach is not a good political advisor. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. We should take care not to make the intellect our goal. It has, of course, powerful muscles, but no personality. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. There is no logical way to the discovery of these elemental laws. There is only the way of intuition, which is helped by a feeling for the order lying behind the appearance. The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. The attempt to combine wisdom and power has only rarely been successful, and then only for a short while. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge but can never prove how it got there. The grand aim of all science is to cover the greatest number of empirical facts by logical deduction from the smallest number of hypotheses or axioms. Concern for man and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors. Never forget this in the midst of your diagrams and equations. Love is a better teacher than duty. All these primary impulses, not easily described in words, are the springs of man's actions. There could be no fairer destiny for any physical theory than that it should point the way to a more comprehensive theory in which it lives on as a limiting case. It is strange to be known so universally and yet to be so lonely. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Never memorize something that you can look up. Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up.